So there we are, one-hit wonders, Joy Division. I'm sorry, it still doesn't sound right. But it's that line, and actually in the film, wait a minute, Closer, isn't it, the film?
Control,
sorry. The black and white film. If there's the line, the bedroom is so cold you're turned away on your side, and you see him in bed with his wife. He was married very young.
Yes,
and you think that must have been part of his distress, that all fell apart?
Well, I mean, I think the thing is that his life was quite simple until the band began. Once the band begins, your life gets very, very complicated very, very quickly. We all had full-time jobs. He was married with a child and a mistress and another mistress.
And a medical
if you like,
condition.
the band was a mistress in itself, and then the medical condition, he really did have it stacked against him, you'd have to say.
Well, so what about you, looking back to those days? Obviously you're with a fan here, which I know is very upsetting for you, but undoubtedly Joy Division are one of the top 10 British bands ever.
Yeah.
Now, at the time, you probably couldn't see that at all.
No, it's a very proud thing to we started out so simply and so naturally. I suppose what you'd say organically in these days is that it was such fun to do at the start, and the very, very sad end. And the great thing about Joy Division, they were so short, 2.5 years. We were professional for 6 months, and then it was over.
Wow,
we never got into money, big success or anything. It was actually felt quite pure and quite simple. When it got to New Order, it got very complicated in a normal, what you'd say, rock and roll fashion. So Joy Division does sort of hold that wonderful place in my mind of being very simple and very true and very focused, which is nice. And it's great to hear anybody that says, that they like the band. I still get very embarrassed. And it's wonderful doing the book tour, as you've been doing, and meeting young people who are just getting into the music.
I was going to say, do you find that everyone is 45 to 55, or do you find suddenly now they're 21-year-olds and say...
No, I think the youngest fan we had last night who came down with the father was 14. So, your music is getting out, and that's what you want to do as a musician. It's the only thing you want is that people hear your music. And what I love about it, and what I've found by touring the Joy Division music, as I have over the past 2 years, is that you go to places like Mexico, Brazil, and they're getting the music live for the first time, and they are fantastic audiences. One of the youngest audiences we had was in Warsaw, in Poland. And because we used to be called Warsaw, which I thought was wonderful to actually finally make it. But it does surprise me. But I think young kids aren't ageist in the way that punk was a very ageist thing. It was all about destroying the older people, destroying the older music. A very damaging mantra, really. And now we've got here, and I'm playing my music to 16-year-old kids. I'm actually glad we didn't get our way.
But if you're 16, you could listen to the editors, and they are...
And White Lies.
But they are basically Joy Division tribute bands. I know you... Is that harsh?
Well,
you can't say that.
I can't say that.
Even the voice is the same.
Well, yes. I mean, and I suppose you'd have to say the mood is the same. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to do anything but say we were lucky that we got it first, and then other people have to follow. And, I mean, and amazingly, not only did you pull it off like that with Joy Division, but then lo and behold, we went and pulled it off like that with New Order as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have followed. Sound like New Order.
Shall we play Blue Monday now from New Order, or shall we play Atmosphere from Joy Division? And because we've talked about Ian Curtis, and let's play another of the great Joy Division songs, if that's okay with you, Peter.
That's fine by me.
Really good to talk to you. The book is called Unknown Pleasures, Inside Joy Division. Bass player Peter Hook with us this afternoon in person, and author of the book. Great to see you.
Can I just say, get well soon to my daughter who's at home recuperating.
You can.
Get well soon, Jessica.
We say don't walk away in silence.
My illusion, one like a mask of self-hate, confronts him and I walk away. People like you find it easy, naked to see, walking on air, dancing by the rivers, through the streets, every corner, abandoned too soon. Sit down with you care. Don't walk away in silence. Don't walk away.
Really unusual song this because it's a song with no singing in the chorus. Atmosphere by Joy Division. We were discussing that great band with Peter Hook who played bass guitar, and his book is called Unknown Pleasures Inside Joy Division, and we played Love Will Tear Us Apart and Digital as well. And we're thinking about the lead singer Ian Curtis, and lots of people on Twitter and elsewhere saying great to hear from Peter Hook talking about such a fantastic band. Okay,